And we are going to basically define what qualifies. So we look at qualifying cost for IBD. Qualifying cost. This is normally abbreviated as that, QC. And then we look at non-qualifying cost. Non-qualifying cost for IBD. And then we look at the IBD schedule or schedule. So before you look at what qualifies for IBD, what does not qualify, and the schedule that we will use to compute IBD, we want to make some few remarks on IBD. That one, IBD is granted depending on the nature of the building. Depends on so let's first make a comment. Granted on straight line basis. Depending on the nature of the building. So you're going to see the different nature of buildings. So like I said, granted on industrial buildings. And the third one is that once you confirm and certify that according to the Act, a certain building qualifies for IBD, you're going to grant it for a given period of time. So like if it's a warehouse, it's going to take 10 years. So you claim IBD on it for the next 10 years. So should a taxpayer feel that the industrial building that they have has a shorter life than what the commissioner has estimated to be the life of the building, then they can apply. So a taxpayer can apply for an accelerated IBD rate from the commissioner. Now, IBD is granted proportionately to the period that the building was used. So you remember that we had given certain qualifications for capital allowances in our introductory lesson. We said for a taxpayer to be granted capital allowances or to claim capital allowances, they've got to own the asset. They must have used that asset in the course of business in the year of income under consideration. So let's go over this again. So you grant IBD or industrial building deduction on straight line basis depending on the nature of the building. So this means different buildings will have different rates. You're going to see the rates later. Then you grant that obviously on industrial buildings. So we're going to see what is an industrial building and what is the qualifying cost. Then a taxpayer can apply for accelerated IBD rate from the commissioner. That is, if you find that the rate that is given by the commissioner is slower than the rate at which you anticipate your building to lose value, then you request the commissioner in writing to grant you a faster rate. And the commissioner will normally, after looking at the grounds or the reasons that you have given, he will normally allow you or disallow you and give his own reasons. And then you can arrive at an agreed period. Then this is very important, that you're going to grant IBD proportionately to, or you prorate IBD to the period that the business was used. Now, we fall back on that qualification that for you to claim capital allowances, you must have used that particular asset in the year of income under consideration. So it means if, for example, your financial year is from 1st January to 31st of December, this is the financial year, and you've already applied for this to be your year of income, and you've been allowed by the commissioner, then let's say you constructed a warehouse somewhere in between the year. Let's say you used it from 1st of August. Then, using this clause that you're granting IBD proportionately to the period that the building was used. So let's assume this building was started in 1st of August. That's when you started using it. And the cost was, let's say, 4 million. So IBD rate is going to be 10% of 4 million. We'll see later where 10% is coming from, times the number of months that you used the building. So this is 1st of August. Your year is ending on 31st of December. So August, September, October, November, and December times 5/12. So for that particular year, we shall take, so prorating simply means take the months that, only consider the months that the building was used.